Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to do a project in Tableau with a scenario. So I'll be explaining the complete process, okay? And you can try this with this essential steps and ideas. So we'll be discussing about a financial analysis in Tableau. Okay, so I'll be covering these topics like what is the objective of this project and how you can do this. You can even consider this as an objective of the scenario. Tableau project guidelines and flow, how you're going to do that. Data set, which is possible columns, what are the columns which you wanted to use it, and where you can get the data for this. And what are the possible visualizations you can use it, and what are the possible KPIs which you can use. So once you complete all these things, you can directly use these visualizations into the dashboard and complete your project. So the first one is what objective. So the important objective, so why we need this project is what is the financial analysis. And what we are going to do is what the to gain insights into the financial health of a company or organization by visualizing key financial metrics such as revenue, expenses and profit over time, etc. The goal is to identify the trends and patterns in the financial data and to communicate these insights effectively to the stakeholders. So, this is what we'll be analyzing the financial data. Okay, so this is what the objective of this. So, let us understand what are the project guidelines and where do we start and how we have to proceed. So, the essential thing in any project, any research, any project, so whatever you say, the essential thing is what you need the data. Okay, you have to gather the data. This is what very essential. So first one is gathering the data, gathering your financial data. So you have to get the data. Gathering the data is the first step to gather. You have to gather the financial data. This can include the financial statements such as income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements, etc. You may also need to gather data from other sources such as sales reports, expense reports, and budgets. So now your question comes from where you can get the data. Tableau itself is providing some sample data. If you go and visit the Tableau sample data, you can just check. Okay, it is providing a sample superstore, global superstore data. Okay, so you can use it to explore. You can find the financial data like global superstore data. So that even there you can analyze the dashboard. You can create the dashboard. The second one which you can get it what like data.gov. This is a website where you can obtain the data for financial analysis. Okay, this is the repository of government data sets that are available for public use. You can search for financial data such as a budget data or a tax data or economic data on the website. And I'll also suggest Kaggle. So everyone might know about Kaggle. Kaggle is another excellent resource where you can find the data. Okay, so this platform is for data scientists to find and share the data set. You can search for financial data sets on Kaggle, such as stock prices, financial statements, and economic indicators. And we have another one called Yahoo Finance. Okay, so this is another website where you can get the data. Okay, so this Yahoo Finance provides free access to financial data such as stock prices, financial statements, economic indicators. So you can download the data in CSV format and import it into the Tableau. And finally, we have Quandl, Quandl. Okay, so this is a platform for financial and economic data. It provides access to a wide range of financial data sets such as stock price, futures data, and options data, etc. So once you gather the data, once you understand that, once you get the data, okay, so what you can do is what you can just you can just proceed with the next step, which is import your data into the Tableau. Okay, so how once you got the data, you need to import it into Tableau. You can do this by connecting to your data source and selecting the appropriate tables and fields. Tableau supports a wide range of data sources including spreadsheets, data sets, and cloud services. I have already published a video on how to connect with the Tableau with other data source. Please go and check that. And the next work is what to create a visualization, your visualization. You have to create your visualization. So once you import a data, you can start creating your visualization to show key financial metrics such as revenue, expenses, and profit over time. You can create a line chart and time on the axis, x-axis. So we will discuss more about the visualization, so don't worry about it. And the next one is add a proper filter. So to allow users to select different time periods, you can add filter to your visualization. To you can add this by adding a filter to the time period field, allowing users to select a specific date range or relative date range, such as at least 12 months, something like that. Okay. And customize your visualization. You can customize your visualization by adding titles, labels, colors, and other design elements. It should be very clear. It should be very attractive, but it should not have some color like dark colors, fluorescent colors, and also your tableau should look good. Okay. You can also add other metrics for dimensions to use your visualization, such as comparing revenue and expenses and department by department or product line. So while creating visualization, you should be very careful. You have a specific guidelines to what type of data should be connected to what type of chart. Okay, I have also discussed about that in the video. Please go and check that. And finally, you have to build a dashboard. Once you complete all this filter, visualization, KPIs, and everything, you can connect with the dashboard, and you can show up like what are the things which you have created. Okay. So the next thing is what important attributes. So the first step is collecting the data. Once you have collected the data, what are the attributes means what are the columns which you should have in your data in order to give a better insight in the financial data, right? So that is what we are going to see. What are the basic attributes which I would like you to have? Okay. So that is the possible columns which we should have is what the date and time column. The first one is date and time. This column is used to track financial data over time, such as daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly intervals. So based on this, we can predict. Only based on this attribute, we can predict the next 3 months sales, or next 3 months revenue, or next 3 months expenses. So whatever it is, we can predict that. So next one is the revenue. This column tracks the total amount of money earned by a company through its sales. Next is expenses. This column tracks the total amount of money spent by the company to run its operations. Next is profit. This column tracks the difference between revenue and expenses, indicating the net income or loss of the company. Cost of goods sold. So another attribute, this column tracks the direct cost incurred by the company to produce its goods or services. The gross margin, this column represents the difference between revenue and COGS, indicating the profitability of the company's product or services. So I'm not telling that you should have only these data. Okay, you should have the dimensions as well. I am just showing you these are the important measures which you should have in your data, so that based on these measures we can derive some more measures. We usually call it as a calculated columns, something like we can derive some more measures, but these are all very important. Apart from this, you should have like which country, what is the product, so country you need. So other than that, you should have some dimensions as well. Okay. So these are all the basic attribute, mandatory attribute, which I would prefer to in financial data. Okay. So next, if you just go and see the next data is what the charts. Okay. So charts is what are the possible charts which you should have is what the line chart. Okay, so line charts are useful for visualizing trends and changes over time, such as changes in revenue or expenses. So you can use this line chart. It will be like this. Okay, line chart. The next one is a bar chart, are useful for comparing different categories such as revenue by product or expenses by department. So you'll be creating a bar chart. You can create a bar chart. It's not mandatory that you should only create a line or a bar chart separately. You can have a combination chart. Okay, bar and line together. Next one is a stacked bar chart. Stacked bar charts are useful for visualizing the breakdown of revenue or expenses by category or subcategory. Okay, and next one is a scatter plot, are useful for visualizing the relationship between two variables such as revenue and profit. So scatter plot we'll be using two measures. Okay, and heat maps are useful for visualizing the distribution of financial data across different domains such as revenue by region or time period. So you should have the region, you should have the country, you should have some other dimensions such as department, product, etc. Okay, so this are all the basic chart which I would like to show you. Apart from that, you should also have other charts like waterfall model, which is really relevant to you. But basically, whenever we design any dashboard, we will include these chart based on its applications. Okay, this is very very important. So let us discuss about the possible KPIs, whichever we can include. The first one which I can include in this is what the revenue growth. So KPI is basically a key performance indicator, is a metrics that we use to measure the financial performance of the company. So with this you can track the financial trends and where currently we are and how where we have to reach and everything. So first one is the revenue growth, the percentage increases or decreases in revenue over a specific time period. Okay, how what is the increase in this quarter, what is the decrease in which country it is decreased, in which country it has increased. So all these things you can find out. So gross margin percentage, the percentage of revenue that remains after COGS is deducted. Okay, so this is gross margin. Net income margin, the percentage of revenue that remains after all expenses including taxes and interest are deducted. So this is also important, so you can find this. So KPIs, usually we will use a card. Okay, in order to display the KPI, it will be on the top or in the right, or in the left. Next one is return on investment, the ratio of net income to the total amount of investment made in the company. Debt to equity ratio, so the ratio of the company's debt its equity, indicating the level of financial leverage. So no one thing that these are the thing which I have derived it on based on my uh, thought process. Okay, if you want some more to add, please do go ahead with that. Okay, so you can add more thing. Got it. So other possible interactive dashboards which you can create it, other storyboards which you can create it, was you can show the line chart which showing the revenue, expenses and profit over time. You can show the heat map showing revenue by region or the time period. Okay, so all these things you can do it. Okay, this all depends on you. Fine. So you if you want to add more KPIs, if you want to add more chart, you can do it, but these are the basic thing which you can do with the financial data. So that's it for this video on financial analysis in Tableau. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, please free feel to leave your comment below. I'll be definitely helping you out. And please subscribe, so I'll be posting many ideas, project ideas on Tableau, so that you can try it out. And if you want to know about some interview questions on Tableau, please leave your comments. I'll be definitely helping you out. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.